Did Donald Trump sell top-secret classified information, use it for profit, and compromise our national security interests? That's a question being asked again by Democrats in the House, led by Representative Jamie Raskin, after new reporting. Jack Smith told Merrick Garland, while special counsel, in an update report, there were two major pieces of top-secret classified evidence, information that Donald Trump kept after his presidency. One piece was so sensitive, only 6 people in the United States, including the president, had the security clearance to review it. Yet Trump was waving it around on his airplane from Palm Beach to LaGuardia, with Susie Wilds, who then lacked top-secret clearance. She was CEO of his super PAC, a secret war plan document related to the Middle East. Now to the core issue. Jack Smith told Merrick Garland, as reported and picked up by Jamie Raskin, that Trump kept these things. His sticky-fingeredness, hoarding, refusal to return them, not for mementos, but to profit from them. To use them in business transactions, as he never thought he'd return to office, seeking personal profit. He was doing business with Saudi Arabians, people in Dubai and Way, for real estate and cryptocurrency deals. He wanted something in his back pocket. That's the question Jamie Raskin raises with new information. I didn't know this until Raskin raised it in his letter to Pam Bondi. The Department of Justice may have violated an order they demanded Judge Cannon put in place to protect Jack Smith's Volume 2, Everything About Mar-a-Lago. His investigation can't be produced, has to be permanently banned and barred even for future departments of justice, and they just cherry-picked information from the report, gave it to House Republicans to make Jack Smith look bad. Now all that did was violate Judge Cannon's order that Bondi demanded. Oh, lean in everybody, I'll tell you what this was that I flashed on the screen in a moment here. I might as touch. I'm Michael Popak. Take a minute, hit that free subscribe button for Legal AF YouTube. We knew from our following of the Mar-a-Lago matter that Donald Trump, in his sticky-fingeredness, his hoarding, his taking top-secret and classified documents with him, stashing them in bathrooms and in dining rooms at Mar-a-Lago, spilling out into the hallway when the FBI executed their search warrants. We knew that in there were top-secret information, classified information. We talked about it. We talked about it at length on Legal AF about war plans and nuclear codes and different things that we believe were in there. We knew about maps that he was showing 2 people in his office on his plane. He was showing maps to people that were classified while he was writing a book. There was a book writer there, for his former chief of staff, Mark Meadows. We knew all that. What we didn't know was about other maps and other top-secret presidents. Eyes-only documents that he was also holding on to, and showing 2 people both on a plane, and this is the aircraft manifest for the plane ride, including Susie Wilds. That's now part of Jamie Raskin's submission to Pam Bondi because he got his hands on it. We know that. We also know about the map, and we know about the document that only 6 people in the world have enough security clearance to review, and we know that Jack Smith, based in his update report that he was providing to Merrick Garland, as part of his duties, that he informed Merrick Garland that he thought the working theory was the motive was profit, to sell this information, to use it in his business transactions. Here's what the report actually said. One other thing on the use of classified documents I want to bring to your attention. This is Jack Smith to Merrick Garland. We've identified a classified map that we believe Trump may have shown 2 individuals on board an airplane after he left office. This is an 11-page memo. Our investigation indicates that Susan Wilds, the CEO of Trump's super PAC, she's now the chief of staff, was aboard the flight and witnessed this event. A further 2 bullet points about the map were redacted. Yeah, it's not good. So here's how Jamie Raskin puts it in this letter I'll put up on Legal AF Substack. This is Attorney General Bondi. Why would Donald Trump go to such extraordinary lengths to steal classified documents, hoard them, and refuse to return them in the first paragraph? Together with Donald Trump, your Department of Justice has been fighting tooth and nail to gag special counsel Jack Smith and bury his report to answer these questions, but apparently blinded by the frenzied search to find any scrap of evidence that could be twisted and distorted to level an attack against Jack Smith. You have quite amazingly missed the fact that some of the documents you provided to the House Republicans to embarrass Jack Smith include damning evidence about your boss's conduct and may well violate the gag order that you and Trump wanted and demanded from Judge Eileen Cannon. He goes further, all in all black and in bold print, and we'll put it up on the screen. These new disclosures suggest that Donald Trump's told documents so sensitive that only 6 people in the entire U.S. government had access to them, that the documents he stole pertained to his business interest, and that Susie Wilds, then the CEO of his super PAC, witnessed it and witnessed him showing off classified map to passengers on his private plane. This glimpse into the trove of evidence behind the cover-up reveals a president who may have sold out our national security to enrich himself. It's a profit motive. He then went on to outline how Pam Bondi has violated Judge Cannon's order. Judge Cannon just issued an order because Trump demanded it, in which she not only sealed in a tomb forevermore Jack Smith's volume to report about Mar-a-Lago and about the espionage and obstruction of justice committed by Donald Trump as alleged, but she also tied the hands of future Department of Justices to ever release it. Well then, how do they get to cherry-pick the information that supports it and there was a next to it and give it to the House Republicans? There's no congressional exemption for a judicial order. Well, I didn't really violate it because I gave it to the MAGA Republicans in Congress. That's not a thing, and that's what Jamie Raskin is saying. So, somebody going to have to go back. The problem is who's going to go back. All the parties are on one side, they're all on the Trump side, there's nobody left, there's no independent Department of Justice on this issue. That's why you need a special counsel. Pam Bondi needed to, based on the Department of Justice manual and statute. She should have already appointed a special counsel, right, to replace Jack Smith to continue representing those interests after the case was over, but she didn't and she won't. So, he is demanding the following and says we're ready to receive the information because we have a sensitive compartmented information facility, a SEAF, who was on the plane with President Trump from Florida, Bedminster, and New Jersey on June 3, 2022. Who on the plane did he show the classified map to? What did the classified map detail? Which documents did President Trump improperly retain that were pertinent to his business interests? And which specific business interests, which members of his family engaged in his business ventures saw or were made aware of the content of these classified documents, including Junior, Eric, Jared, Ivanka, and Barron in your answer? Oh, Barron's in there. Which documents did President Trump steal that was so sensitive that only 6 people in the entire federal government had access to it? Did any of the documents he stole or showed to others relate to the U.S. government's war plans in the Middle East? We're waging war there right now. Did any foreign actors access or attempt to access these classified documents that were uploaded into a staffer's computers? Why is this important now? I mean, we have reporting out there that the Saudi crown prince is against ending the war in Iran. Maybe he's against ending the war in Iran because Donald Trump showed him a classified map and some classified information a few years ago, and that's given him more confidence and more intel than he would normally have. See, when Trump left office, he never thought he was coming back. He thought he was done and he was just going to pursue real estate deals and transactions, sell some more Trump steaks and golf shirts, and open up a cryptocurrency business and an ENFT business. He was as shocked as anybody when he ran for office and won again. So that explains the profit motive, right? Selling out America's national interests. Now, we knew some of this before, but the fact that it's now at large in Jamie Raskin's letter and a demand and where Jamie Raskin, he starts pounding the table, and I'm going to bring him on Legal AF. For a briefing of our audience, good things happen, investigations happen. Forget the initial knee-jerk reaction of the Trump administration. Oh, Jamie Raskin's a failed what? Failed what? Lawyer, constitutional scholar, what? Representative, we don't see him that way. There's nothing there. He was cleared. Donald Trump was never cleared. You know, he had his judge of choice, Eileen Cannon, fire the special counsel and dismiss the indictment. That doesn't clear him at all. We'll continue to follow it. You're on Midas Touch and Legal AF. Take a moment, hit the free subscribe button and help us continue to grow Legal AF YouTube. We're going to hit 1.1 million subscribers over the weekend with your help. It's on my next report. I'm Michael Pop. Can't get your fill of Legal AF? Me neither. That's why we formed the Legal AF Substack. Every time we mention something in a hot take, whether it's a court filing or an oral argument, come over to the Substack. You'll find the court filing and the oral argument there, including a daily roundup that I do called, wait for it, Morning AF. What else? All the other contributors from Legal AF are there as well. We got some new reporting, we got interviews, we got ad-free versions of the podcast and hot takes where Legal AF on Substack. Come over now to free subscribe.